Hi guys, my name is Elsie, your stylish, savvy, sexy, reinvented after 40 years phenomenal single mom. To my returning subscribers, welcome, thank you. And to my new subscribers, welcome to the Reinventing After 40 channel. The aim of this channel is to be your reinvention buddy, walking with you down the path of reinvention, either in one area of your life or your life as a whole. The first thing I need you to know is it's doable, is 100% achievable. So if this resonates with you, something you know that you're on the path of doing, please join our community and smash the subscribe button. Please subscribe. To my returning subscribers, to you new subscribers, please like this video, please turn on your post notifications so that every time a new video drops on this channel, you know, okay? T for thanks. So today, without further ado, let's go into the topic of today. The topic of today is, why do we date married men? We is generic, right? But hey, okay, so let's be real. This is not addressing the topic of young girls dating married men. Like, I deliberately dressed like an older woman today because this is addressing why older women, I'm saying women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, date taken men, men that are married, men that are in complicated relationships, whatever it is that they call it. This video is to talk about that. And I know I am shaking a table, but it's got to be said. I have questions. I actually genuinely have questions that need to be answered. I have watched, I have read, I have heard different ideologies of whether it's right or wrong, why people do it. So now I'm just going to share my thoughts. As always, it's always only my thoughts. Research, of course, experienced, to be honest, and then, you know, just seeing the mechanism that goes behind this mindset of why we date married men. Older women, why do we date married men? Women who are accomplished, women who have had children, women who have been in a marriage or now out of marriages, and unfortunately married women, even married women are dating married men. So that's what we're going to be looking at in this video. Yes, I think first things first, the question is, where are the single men? Where are the single mature men? I don't know, because if you talk to a lot of women, I mean, we older women, yes, I am now an older woman. Okay, so we older women, if we have 10 men or 8 men prepositioning us, 8, God's honest truth, 6 or 7 of them are married men. And that's quite worrisome because that's the reality of it. So if you have 5 men who are showing any interest in you, 3 or 4 of them are married. If you have 2 men showing interest in you, usually both are even married. It's a very complicated place that we find ourselves. And the first question is, where are the single guys? Where are the mature single guys? When you say single, and we're not saying young boys, we're saying men who have maybe never been married, or men who have been divorced like some of us, or men who, where are you guys? What holds you hide under? Maybe if we can solve that problem, we will be on a clearer path of curing this scourge of dating married men, because it's the reality of what's going on. I have so many instances about this. Talking to women over the years who were married, and my goodness, you should hear them judge women who are dating married men. Will useless woman, she can't go and get her own, this, that, and then fast forward to a few years later, the shit hits the fan. Her marriage breaks up. And you're talking to this lady a few months down. I'm saying people that I'm actually close to, I have a relationship with. So they open up to me and they're telling you about this man that they're seeing, and boom, he's married. Like, he's somebody else's husband. And it would be cruel of me to say, babe, are you not the one when you were married that was saying that, you know? Yeah. So I find that the first thing I like to say about this situation is, it's one of these really delicate things I found, that do not judge till you walk the path, because I do not know, honestly, that anyone sets out with the intention to go and be with someone else's husband. Yes, I mean, there are exceptions to every rule. There's some women who, they have a chronic problem. They like what belongs to other people. We're not talking about those. We're talking about women who have found themselves in situations that they were once, you know, the woman in the house, and they're now out of the house, and now they're dating someone who has a woman in the house, and they're comfortable with this situation. I'm going to use my personal experience. I've never been one who's been judgmental about it, and I'm going to be honest because I've seen it, I mean, gosh, over the years, different scenarios, the young girls dating married men, I did my researching on this topic, and a lot of people said that if you're the sort of woman who is constantly approached by married men, the number one reason is not because you seem available or you're cheap. No, there's nothing like that. They say one of the major reasons is because you exude a masculine vibe. That's what is said, that you have this aura of masculinity about you. Now, let me explain this. If you are a woman above the age of 30, you have your own house, you have a job, you're running a home, maybe you have children, maybe you don't. It's inevitable that over time, you just handling your business makes you start to think like a man. If you don't have a man playing the role of a man in your life, you have to step up and be that man for yourself. So yes, you start to exude. Is that necessarily a good thing? Yes and no. The no part is, I mean, at no point in time should we lose our femininity, right? But that's easier said than done. This is something that happens because your mommy, your daddy, in the instance of single mothers or older women who've never been married, or they used to be married and but they don't have children, they have their stuff together. They're running homes, they're running businesses, they're executives in huge companies. They're doing stuff. That's what, I mean, they're doing what men do. Unfortunately, a lot of times, they might be doing it better than a lot of men are doing. So it's inevitable for it to be said that you are exuding a masculine vibe. Now, that's not your fault. And it is said that the men approach such women because they feel that you're a bit more rational, which you have become over time. I mean, you've had to become rational. You can't be an emotional wreck. You can't be reasoning emotionally to play the role of man and woman in your own life or for your family. They find that you are more rational. You can see advantages maybe of being with them. And so they say that's why a lot of we older women tend to get hit on by married men. Whilst I don't know, and I guess that makes some sort of sense, because this same energy that we're talking about, this masculine energy, seems to literally frighten single men. Literally, like when a single guy is talking to you or trying to be with you, you can literally hear his insecurities about your strengths that you're not about to do anything about, because that's how you've managed your life. So yeah, that's delicate. And then when you find yourself in that situation, right, and a lot of times, let me just put this out there, please remember, these are my opinions, but I think that they're the opinions that are not voiced out enough, because everyone is willing to take to the front of a camera to say, oh my God, you're dating a married man, it's wrong. I mean, it just means that you have insecurities, you don't have self-worth. I don't necessarily agree. You don't want to be in that situation, but yeah, and there's the other angle of, oh, you can wait till you find your own man. Yes, I agree to that one, but you're not attracting men because you don't have self-worth. No. When I left my marriage, I was burnt. But my ex-husband would say that the one thing I used to say was, you can do anything you want to do, but do not cheat on me. So that was my makeup. That was my mindset. Unfortunately, the nigga did, right? So he did cheat on me, and I mean, that's not the reason why my marriage broke off. But coming out of that, and then I started to have to take responsibility of stuff. I thought to myself, you know what? I can't be bothered with marriage. I can't be bothered with the drama of commitment. I honestly, this is a confession. I honestly said to myself, I would be very happy to be a mistress. What happens is, I get a bit of him, the bit that I want, and I don't have the responsibility or the liability of taking care of the parts, of a man that I don't need. I don't have to, spoon feed him. I don't have to be. That was my mindset. Has it changed? Yes. I mean, I don't think like that anymore. But that was how I thought. I've met so many women who think like that. I have friends in their 50s. I was speaking to one the other day and I said, oh, you know what? Yeah, I want to settle down. I want to get married. Like, I'm just done with just this, being alone and all of that. And she said to me, and this is someone who honestly loves me. I know she loves me. Like, if I were her daughter, she'll give that same advice. And she said to me, Elsie, I really don't think that that's what you need. I think you need to find a man, love each other, he loves you, he dotes on you, and be partners. Whether he's married or not, And yes, she wasn't coming from a bad place. But a lot of people have, unfortunately, it's the need for a man. I mean, if we were to leave spirituality out of it, or leave Christianity out of it, the need for a man has greatly diminished because it just seems like women are carrying as much. A lot of people think, who needs that drama? And that's the right problem. I'm not bringing solutions. Unfortunately, this video is not about proffering solutions to the problem because I don't know what the solution is, but I'm just trying to shed a different light to this ideology that older women are dating married men because they have low self-esteem or low self-worth. No, honey, a lot of us are doing it because we just don't have energy for drama. And a married man has his baggage. If you're a mother and you need to be in the life of your child, you want to be present at home because you are the only one that your children have. It's an understanding that works both ways. So have people stopped to think about it for a minute that we do it because it's actually convenient for us? Yes, people are going to say, oh, it is adultery. It is, I hear you, it is wrong. Having sex out of marriage, it doesn't matter whether he's single. It doesn't matter whether she's single or married. It is what it is. So we can't categorize these sins, So yeah, that's one bit of it. On to the next point or reason why we older women date married men. They are more responsible. They are more romantic. We know they're liars. They're deceitful human beings. That's why they're cheating. Let's not paint black, white, or try to, no, we can't color it. They are deceitful human beings. They're not good people. Yes, I said it. But the thing is, they play their game better. They're more thoughtful. They're considerate of you, your situation, your needs, your wants. Single guys, whether successful or otherwise, a lot of times they simply act like cows. And you don't get it. First, they come with an entitlement mentality. They're coming to you as if to say, well, I could possibly give you my last name, so you better behave, you better toe the line. I don't want your last name. Like, in my first marriage, I didn't change my last name. First of all, let's just put that out there. I love my maiden name. I never changed my maiden name. I don't need your maiden name. Unfortunately, for women who are in my situation or in my boat, I probably don't want to have more children. So really, what are you offering me? I don't want your name necessarily. I don't want more children. And then you are not as romantic. You're not as thoughtful as the married man. I don't know why married men tend to be more thoughtful seemingly. Maybe it's the guilt. Maybe it's because they try hard to keep you because they feel there's a reason for you to leave. Whilst the single guys are not even doing anything to try to keep you, they're thinking you need to work to be in that. Nigga, guy, no, I don't need to work. I literally don't think I need you. This is a problem that we have. This is a problem that we're not talking about. It is like out there. They are good single men. Where are they? We want to find them. I want to be married. I want to settle down. I do want to settle down. But if I know 4 men or 5 men as I speak who are trying to be with me, they're married. The 1 or 2 single ones, they might be watching, so I don't want to say, things that are not nice about them. You guys are lovely. No, you're not. I mean, you're not doing anything right. You're not making me want to be with you. So, you know, you're not encouraging me. You're not doing me a favor. I'm not saying I'm doing you a favor. Hell no, that's not what I'm saying. But it's the way it works, especially in Africa, is the man that approaches the woman. So you're the one who is already insinuating that you want something, right? Because that, you're getting sexual satisfaction the way I'm getting sexual satisfaction, that's dead. Say no, stop it. That's not what this is about. Right? Because a lot of women can be by themselves. A lot of women have found in their 40s, 50s, they have found very ideal, right or wrong, solutions to their desires. So you're not coming necessarily to solve a problem, because we don't even know that. In short, in Africa, let's be honest, 3/4 of the time, the problems are financial. It's not because she's trying to get somebody to get her laid. I mean, I'm thinking half of the time when someone's coming to me, and you can't be coming from the perspective of, oh, I have something down there to give you. Are you joking? Like, so why yours? Why do I want to be with you? Because of your own. Why? What's special about yours? I mean, you've got to sell it. I'm sorry, you've got to sell your market. You have to sell it, and then I'll know if I'm buying. That's my perspective. I am going to this table, as I said, I'm shaking a table that everyone's going to come for me. Please be kind. It's really just me expressing what I feel, what I've heard, conversations that I've had with other older women, and why we seem or tend to be more comfortable with being with married or taken men. And a disclaimer, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I don't have a stance here, so please do not misinterpret me. I'm just bringing it out because I find that a lot of women are having to become hypocrites because of the society that we're in, because they're being judged for certain decisions that they're making. I don't think that's fair. I'm not here to, as I said, state right from wrong. I think every woman inside of her wants to be with her own. She wants her own. She wants what belongs to her. She doesn't want to share. But you know, half bread is better than none. Yes, I said it. So that's the perspective. And yeah, I don't know. You guys, please, this is sensational. This is a topic that we must put out there. Does it really affect your self-worth? I don't know. I don't know if it's the environment that we're in. Maybe it's made us a bit more hardened. Maybe it's made us not even understand our self-worth as we should. But it's fast becoming like women actually want to be with those kind of men. So I don't know where to put this self-worth discussion in, because out of the sense of self-worth, if every woman wants to be with someone eventually who just makes her feel special, who makes her feel loved, a lot of times I'd rather be with a man who's taken and makes me feel like I'm his, you know, in that I used to say something, whether you're married or whether you are single, we live in an environment where, unfortunately, I find that 90% or 95% cheat, whether it's in marriages or even in relationships. I have a problem with that. I can't fix it, you know, by myself. So how did I learn to deal with it? What is my opinion about it? I will tell whoever I'm with, when you are with me in my own time, be there, be present. That's all I ask of you. Now, when you are out there, if you're with Jennifer, if you're with Jane, if you're with Carla, I'm not gonna say I don't care. I don't know. What I don't know doesn't hurt me. Let's put it like that, because saying that I don't care will come across as it's wrong. Maybe I've told myself that to preserve myself, but of course I care. But you know, I'm not going to fish. I'm not going to look for what's not in my face. In our own time, in our moment of togetherness, 100% present, I'm happy. I can live with that. What you do when you're not there is between you and your God at this point, honestly. But then I give you that leverage. I would like the same. I would like for you to accord me that same respect. I'm not into all the one that I have a problem with is married men who are now possessive. Like, are you okay? Are you well? What's wrong with you? What are your challenges? You have a wife. I'm the side. To be honest, neither are you giving me your sperm to do anything with. Neither are you giving me your last name. But but we've given you the credit of saying that you know how to make me feel special. Yes, it's an act. You and I know that. But okay, so, but then when I'm not in your business, don't let me be in your business, right? Let's just keep it simple, keep it moving. That's how we do this thing. And as I said, they're going to come, the Christian community. In short, my own family members, they will come for me. But it is what it is. And I think it's about time we actually just share the truth. Now, in the reinvention process, one would say you're reinventing yourself. Is this necessarily the right path? What is right for me might not be right for you. And these things are temporal, they're phases. As I said, when I first came out of my marriage, 4 years, I didn't want to be married. I wanted to be a mistress. It was like, literally, I couldn't put it on a prayer point, right? But it was top of the chain of what I wanted. I didn't want the commitment or the entanglement of it just seemed like too much responsibility. I wanted to be with somebody who was distracted by other stuff so that we're both happily together, and then when we're not, everybody's minding their own business, doing their own stuff. But I grew out of it. I left that phase. Did it serve me in my reinvention journey process? I think it did. I'm now in another phase where I want to be with my own, and I still have my philosophy. So when you're my own, when you're with me, please be with me. When you're not with me, I would rather you were being good, but if you're not, just don't rub it in my face. And that's the thing that we Africans have, and a lot of white people can't relate to it because they say that Africans are polygamous by nature. Maybe that's what the truth is. Maybe it's our social economic factors that cause these problems and this mindset. It's also possible, but do not come and preach Islam in a Catholic church. What do I mean by that? We have our social economic problems, so you cannot expect that I will embrace the way the people who have sorted out themselves and have systems in place, so therefore they're not challenged with the third world issues or problems or socio-economic problems that we have. I could not possibly adopt their system, not whilst I'm in the system. So it's a function of, when you're in Rome, act like the Romans. I am not saying go and date a married man. I am not saying it's okay to date a married man. I am telling you why we date married men. It's at your discretion to decide whether it's right, to decide whether it's wrong. I'm just putting out there, and because I've just gotten so much of, oh no, it just means that, he doesn't see you, he doesn't value you, he just wants to play with you, you're a plaything, or you're breaking up a home, and all of these things are true. Yes, I'm not disputing them, but how about if I just want to play too? This table, oh my god, like when this video comes, I'm going to turn off. When I drop this video, my phones are going to be turned off. You ping me, I block you, like no, because I know that this table I'm shaking. But anyways, guys, I just thought to put it out there. Why older women date married men? I'm just giving reasons why it's done. There it is. There you have it. As I said, I've seen women who used to be married who judged the life or the act, leave their marriages, and they're doing the exact same thing. And sometimes they're even disrupting the family. A lot of times, what the women outside will say is, okay, you know what, I don't want to be in his family business. Yes, you are harming a home. You are, like, if she's doing die by fire prayers, it can catch you, because but yes, it is what it is, but this is why it's done. And that's just my 2 cents, and nobody should come for me, but please drop your comments. Let me know your perspective. I'm the messenger, do not shoot me. I'm just trying to explain why these things are done. I would like your perspective on it. Please like this video. If you have not already subscribed, what are you waiting? Please subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notifications, so that when the next shaking table video comes, you got it, you know about it. Till next time, I remain your reinventing body, not advocating you doing wrong things, no, just putting it out there and explaining why some things are what they are. Love, till next time, Elsie.